welcome to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. We have Scent of the Month every month, which is for the month of May. It's cucumber melon. You get 25% off that everything in that scent in our shop for the month of May. We got other items on sale as well, so swing on by and check that out. I'm sure you'll find something you'll enjoy. Hi. We'll get to him in a minute. Want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us. We got a couple segments for you for this podcast today.
And those include farm happenings, Farmer's Almanac, In the Coop, Flow in the Coop, Squeal Like a Pig, and Roundup.
All right. So
farm
happenings. I wonder what's happening on the farm. What do you think? Well, meet the new addition to the farm. Hey, buddy, look up at the camera. There's you.
Say, my name is Weasley.
Yeah.
He sees the cars passing on the road. He's pretty fascinated with that.
Yeah, so this is Weasley. He's a new addition. He's kind of a half Mother's Day present, half graduation present. Because Jimmy, when he first started school, we got him Trouble, our white cat. And so kind of as the ending of his schooling, at least the normal course of school before he goes to college, we got him an orange kitty because Don and Jimmy have been looking for one for
about a year.
Quite a while since we lost Q-Tip. And so... Lo and behold, thanks to Craigslist, we found us an orange kitty. So he's a little boy. He's 7.5 weeks old right now, and he's got a deep orange coat, which is cool.
And Weasley from the Harry Potter series.
Named after the Weasleys because they all have red hair, and we have a whole variety of other names that we're calling him just because, but officially he's Weasley.
Yeah. Cosmo likes him. Mm-hmm. Cosmo's like, I'm your buddy. Trouble is scared of him.
Yeah, that's funny because Trouble, he's sniffing.
Both of these boys are 20-some pounds, Trouble and Cosmo, and Sadie sniffed him.
Yeah, she could care less.
But he hissed at Dundee, so that was like Dundee's barking now.
Well, he's trying to talk to him because Dundee talks. So you see him, he's like, because the cat's over here, and he's, and then he'll bark a little, and I'm like, because he's trying to sniff. They're not quite nose to nose just yet.
They're closer.
Yeah, I think, because when I was holding him, Dundee's giving me that guilt look, like, how could you hold that thing? And so because he was laying on my chest and I was petting him, and Dundee comes over and, he's like half sitting on the back of the couch trying to stay away and, and he's trying to sniff, but then he starts to do his whine, well, I guess his growl. He's like, it's like, it's okay, Dundee. He's small, you don't need to worry about it. So, but day one, it's time for them to get used to it. Cosmo, he's like, that's buddy, So, but Trouble, it's funny because he's the biggest scaredy cat.
Yeah, he's.
This cat comes over to sniff him and he goes and runs. It's like. Really? You are the big cat here, the old elder. You're supposed to train up this new young guy and teach him how to get through life, and you're running away. That's not a good start. So he's just sound asleep on you right now.
Mm-hmm. He's got such a good purr. Mm-hmm. I might go to sleep too.
So, but yeah, he's a new addition, and. Yeah, he looks quite content to be here. So we kind of have him corralled in his own little area. He's got the bathroom kind of where he doesn't get too adventurous and we lose him somewhere in the house.
Overstimulated.
Yeah.
Well, I've even lost him in the bathroom. He went behind the door and it's like, where is he?
Well, he also crawled under the couch and then up the back of the couch from the inside this morning. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. So we got him out and it's like, okay, we'll teach him. He'll get there.
Yeah.
He looks quite content though. But Jimmy's quite happy because he's been wanting an orange cat since we got Dundee.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's like when we lost Q-Tip is when we really started looking last year. And
yeah, we got Dundee instead. That was his orange cat. That's what I kept telling him for the last year, and finally they
it's hard to find orange. You know, it was hard to find Trouble too, all white. I don't know what it is about them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, at least in our area, orange cats are at a minimum.
Well, I'm looking at 100-mile radius too,
Yeah.
so.
And this one was just down the street.
Yeah.
So,
Well, different city.
well, the west side. We're on the east side. It's the west side. It's still considered. It's better than driving half an hour to LA or an hour to LA or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was local.
So, yep. So Friday, you guys went to the movies.
I mentioned Jimmy's been bugging since last weekend, since it was released, to go see Avengers: Age of Ultron, and so I told him we'd go Friday. So we went Friday and had a good time. It was actually a good movie, a good sequel. You know, they did a good job, and he's all excited because they had hints for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. You know, kind of the hints dropped into there. You know, they seem to glue all of these comic book movies together. You know, there's little bits and pieces from other ones in there. So he's all excited about the next one. But it was good. We enjoyed it. Went and got lunch afterwards and brought it home for all of us. But we got home late, so Don had to wait till Saturday to actually eat it.
Yeah.
It was salad from Panera, her favorite.
Yum.
So, but no, it was a good movie, and Jimmy had a good time. So, well worth it. If you haven't gone and seen it, go see it. If you like those type of movies, of course. So it was a good sequel for the series. So.
Yep.
Yep. And then Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We are recording on Mother's Day, so Dawn's draped in her Mother's Day gift here, and she did get some other items as well.
He's like zonked.
Hey, you're gonna have fun showing your knitting. I was supposed to be the one holding them because I have nothing to show.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take them over? See if he'll.
I don't know if he's gonna like that.
Probably not. But
So, Farmer's Almanac question comes from Jordan, and she's Jordan Dane. There we go. Boy, I spelled it wrong. That's why I'm looking at it. 9698. And she's wondering, what made you decide to have a farm and what do you like about it? Her mom wants to have a farm with chickens, pigs, don't get the pig, and a garden. And she doesn't see the beauty of it like she does. And if I was your age, when I was your age, I didn't see the beauty in it either. Because Jordan's Jimmy's age.
Oh, okay.
Or a year behind, right? They're close. So it's like, yeah, at that age, I didn't see the benefits of a farm either. My grandmother, raised chickens and pigs, and I would never, ever, ever eat pork out there because I was Petunia. So what made us decide to have a farm? It just happened. We have 5 acres.
It was these great little ideas about wouldn't it be nice to get a chicken or two, and then we come back with 20 and
25. We had a lot.
We had a lot. We went a little ducks, and
that's what started it. Those are good. That's they both give you something. Eggs. Then the pig, or was the pig first?
No, the pig was first. Pig was first.
I've learned, like I told him yesterday, I've learned my lesson.
After that was the goats.
I learned my lesson again.
So we're stuck to just the chickens and ducks and geese and turkeys. The birds.
The birds.
They're easy to maintain.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch because the chickens are all free ranging around the back. But yeah, it wasn't a plan, a master plan. It just happened because
because we actually moved here with this much property to do the big Olympic-sized pool. Mm-hmm. That's never happened because he's been on swim team since he was 5. Been swimming since he was 3. So. That was the plan, but then it's like...
He got burnt out on it and stopped swimming, and...
So we took over and made an orchard.
Instead of an Olympic-sized pool, we have a big pond in the back for the birds and for the ducks and the geese to play in. Yeah. And the visiting birds, we get the herons and the...
What was that other thing that we got with the funky blue feet?
Oh, that was on episode number.
I know, we showed it.
I can't remember
what it was.
Can't remember the name of that. But yeah, we get the visiting birds, the neighbor ducks that come by and everything else. But no, it's enjoyable. But like I said, that's at your age probably not so much because it just represents
lots
work.
Of poop, work.
Yeah.
More poop.
But
rubber boots are your friend.
But you enjoy it though. That's the thing. So you enjoy the farm, not the poop.
No,
Let me clarify. You don't like the poop,
but
the poop. You love the farm.
Yeah, I do.
You do enjoy this. So
I love watching the animals, and they're fun. Because even each chicken has a personality of its own, and
yeah, that's funny. The ducks do too.
Oh yeah. The ducks like chasing Jimmy. I got it on video yesterday. And
you'd never guess, but it seems like all of them have their own little personalities that they have. And then even the hens, they kind of stick together in their little groups. And then they run around together. And it's kind of funny how they group like that. But they really enjoy being free range, that... running around, you'll see them all the way on one side, but they all come back together.
And they're all carnivores, I tell you. There's a mouse that's which is
I would have never imagined, but I guess
even our little call duck is. She's ferocious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess hawks are birds too, so they.
Yeah.
The things you learn.
You learn on the farm. But it's fun to have the eggs too, because I could never eat a store-bought egg now.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. It's because I actually bring these into work and sell the eggs because we get way more than we could actually have. But everybody's like, they won't buy store-bought. One of the guys that works for me, he said he hates eggs. He will not eat eggs. I mean, until he tried some of ours, and so he actually likes them. He said there's something about store-bought ones that it just...
Because they're old and bad.
They've been around a while. And they're not from Happy Chickens like ours are. Happy Chickens come from Wolf Farms.
Yeah.
They look so happy when they're out there running around.
And then the garden, I've always loved to garden and grow things.
Yeah, you've got a green thumb, so you can...
Yeah, if you give me a stick and...
Yeah. So, you love the garden. The
the
fresh...
garden.
Well, there's nothing beats the fresh
veggies,
produce, veggies and stuff.
Because I won't eat tomatoes from a store either.
Yeah. But what I tell people is you don't do gardening and you don't get chickens to save money because you spend more money than you would if you just went and bought eggs.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple people at work like, oh, yeah. I'm like, no, you're not going to save anything. Is it actually going to cost you more? Said I sell the eggs, and it makes a little bit of a dent in the feed bill, but it doesn't pay for it. So
it doesn't even make a dent. So I picked up the feed just for a day.
Yeah, it's not cheap. So it's all for the fun.
Just like your sock yarn, $30 for a pair of socks. That's kind of like your egg.
It's like small farming, and. We give them the good feed and they get the good stuff because they're our pets. The eggs are a byproduct of having pets.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was never a plan. It just kind of happened because we had room. So, and Dawn fills all of the area with new animals.
Because I don't adhere to the no new animal rule.
She doesn't listen to my rule that hangs over the door. So.
Yeah. Well, you're the one, Dundee.
So but Dundee was for me, so that's okay.
Dundee, Sadie.
No, Sadie was Jimmy's.
Yeah.
That was his choice. He blames me for it, but it really was him.
Yep. So in the coop, I worked on my planter's punch. It was a gift pattern from Therese. And that's a Thea Coleman pattern. Baby cocktails.
Do you want me to handle that?
Is he still sleeping?
He's kind of looking at your iPad right now.
He's like, ooh, gotta find... It's like a... So you got as much of a rack up there as I do, so... So this is done out of Barocco Vintage DK. And I added more than what I even mentioned last week, adding, you can see my fancy Dicky-Doo that Sasha sent me. So I did another inch or 2 inches in the length, more than what the pattern called for, and then I put on a ribbing on the edge of 2 inches. So there's the whole...
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So now I need to do the sleeves and the neck, and
it's coming along.
yeah, it's getting there. It's in my Stitched by Sasha bag, and I know I was asked how much room, because there's still two and a half skeins in here.
Yeah,
there's tons of room, plus a whole sweater, plus a notions bag, needles. You know, you can tell there's still tons of room in her sweater size bags. So, yep, they hold a lot.
Yeah, you're not struggling for space in that one.
No, there's lots of room. So then I dug out a old project in another little Sasha bag. And this is the Topanga by Katie DeGroff. And it was a kit that Inner Yarns did and sent me. And we had given it away as a prize. And like I said, it was Inner Yarns in her, what was it, base. Well, here's her card. I don't know what the base is. It's got a silk in it. Because I got a bunch of stuff. Our travelable driftwood colorway. Yeah, good job. Good. And my beads are in my travelable container. Because these are good after you use our candle to use the container for stitch markers or beads or whatever. Recycling. So I did... Here's the Dicky-Doo on this one. I didn't use a fancy one because the silk in this likes to pick like nobody's business. I do not like knitting with beads. Sam, I am. That's what it sounded like, Dr. Seuss. But because there is a bead on every other row on this, and I just... You
don't like the beading, huh?
No, I don't know if it's because the silk content in this yarn, because trying to get the bead through the yarn through the bead, it gets picked. So not all the yarn will get through. You can see it gets picked. I've tried to fix it, but it's like almost impossible. So I did like at least 10 repeats, I think, of the pattern. So, and it's totally different down this way.
Would a bigger bead help? Is it because of the size of the opening of the bead, or?
I don't know. I just, it makes you stop, and I don't like having to stop and...
No.
It's a total different kind of knitting. I mean, you got to pay attention because there's lots of charts and a bead every now and then. And
That's why it's been in timeout for a
yeah,
while.
it has. Well, because I do the knitting more for relaxation and meditation, so it's just like knit, 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 or even a pattern of a shawl is okay, but when I have to stop, grab a hook, put the bead on, go back to my knitting needle, and it's like...
Yeah. Not for you.
It's PETA knitting.
Not for you.
No. And it's going to be pretty, it's going to be beautiful, but I just prefer not to use beads.
There you go.
So, and that's all I knitted. Well, it's not, because I'm going into that. Flown the Coop. So, Flown the Coop is...
You do have...
Oh, yeah. Spinning. Good boy. Before we go.
Yeah.
I started... That has silk in it, too. It's Bombyx Merino. 50% Bombyx. Is that how you say that? Bombyx?
Sure.
It's freckle face fibers, which she no longer dyes, but I still have quite a bit of her stuff. And it's in the creamberry tart, because I can read English.
Yeah, I'm going to have to translate for you, huh?
And it's beautiful, like raspberries and blueberries and creams all mixed together, and I'm going to spin the full 4 ounces of it on a single bobbin, and then I'm going to do a purple that I have and combine them, because this is so light. I'm just wanting something more oomph to go with it. Plus, I like getting more yardage, more bang for your buck. So,
well, out of the last 8 ounce one, you got 500 some odd yards, so that's a lot. That you could do.
It was 560 exactly, and I went and looked for the brickless. You need 560, so it's like I might use that for the brickless instead of the one I spun for it. So, I remember my spinning.
Now into Flown the Coop.
And I don't... Oh, yes, I do. This is the lawyer cow. Lawyer? Lore. That sounds bad. Not lawyer. You'd be thinking, ew. Unless you're a lawyer. That's nice. Well, they get the bad rap like a dentist.
Yeah, that's true. Lawyers might knit too, so they need a stress reliever.
Yeah, and this is by Angelia Magira, and this pattern is awesome. It has all different variations of the cows. Besides 3 different sizes, there's different variations that you can do it in, which is configurations.
Yeah,
which is really cool. So, you can go check that out.
And build it to your own taste.
Yeah. So you could actually knit this many times and
be different
every time.
Cool.
And I had done this in Inner Yarns In. This must be the Inner Yarns In show. And in her Highland Heather, it was her Outlander Club colorway. And this has cardigan. It has
cashmere.
Thank you.
I'm translating. That's my job today.
I'm bordering migraine today, and it's like not firing all
cylinders.
We'll just put it's the game show thing again, where they can just guess what I'm going to say. So, anyways, here is the cow. You can see, and it's on both sides. So it's got cables and lace and stockinette, and it is so scrumptiously soft. This is like this yarn.
Anything with cashmere,
yeah,
right? So.
It's like, and this, it's long enough. I didn't block it too aggressively because I didn't want it pulling the stockinette too hard. But yeah, you can wear it twice. I wouldn't. Well, I tried it the other day because I was freezing my tail end off, and see, it looks more prettier like this because when I did it, it's like...
It's pretty tight.
Yeah, I don't like nothing around my
turtleneck.
neck. Yeah, tight turtleneck. But if I was really cold, that'd probably feel good. So, it's
Good stuff. Nothing like a little cashmere to...
Yeah. That's fun. Yum.
That turned out good.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I like the color.
Looks very Monet-esque.
Yeah, that's probably why I like it.
Monet-esque.
I like Monet.
Monet.
Awesome.
So, yep. So now we move into Squeal like a pig.
Yeah.
Well,
He just
he's
sound
dreaming,
asleep.
his little whiskers going like that.
Yeah, and occasional I get the claw in the hand.
Yeah, because we ain't used to that. Little bitty claws, little needles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him a plaid. He's got his tartan on his neck because of the Scottish Weasley. And he's just the sweetest. So, Squeal like a pig. I got a couple patterns this week, and one of them is the Appia by Hilary Smith Callis. And this was from Emil Curve, 1963. And I was actually wearing this pattern last week, which I loved so much that Stitch by Sasha made me. And I've worn it all week because we've had some cold weather this week. It looks really good with flannel out PJs, but it kept me warm. But, oh, I just loved it so much. I threw this in my queue because it's like, oh, I want to knit it too. And
you want the fun, huh?
Be such a perfect in different colors because it's perfect for, because everybody thought I was naked last week on the podcast. And, until I turned it around, you can see my tank top straps, but I wasn't naked. And, but it's perfect for just a little chill in the air, over
Keep
your
shoulders warm.
So I could see it in a million different colors. So I was really excited that she gifted me this. And I think we're both going to start knitting on it this week.
New
Aren't
project.
we? Are we going to start?
A new project. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard from her yet today. My text buddy. And then I got another pattern from Allison, which is a Texas yarn. A Texas yarn, yep. That's double checking. And she sent both of us the zip line cow. And every time I see that name, I think, oh, I want to go do that.
Go zip lining. Huh?
Yeah, I think that'd be so fun, except I'm scared of heights. I'd probably puke. So this
the thought is exciting.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, I could do that. I couldn't jump out of a plane or something like that, or bungee jumping. That would break my ankle. Which
you're still connected to the earth one where
I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I can
it'd
hang.
Be fun. It'd be fun to do that one where they send you through you kind of go through the trees and all that stuff.
That'd
that would
be fun. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I know Kate did it up in Vegas, but yeah, I don't want to go to Vegas. So this is Allison Ziegler, and this is a DK pattern, and it's really cool. You want to see it?
Sure.
It's a cow, because I hadn't said that either. So yeah, this is going to be cool, and I could see doing this in like a silk. Hey, maybe what I'm oh, that's going to give me too much yardage. I was thinking what I was spinning, but I never spin thick. So I need to get some yarn because I think the suggested yarn in here is like silky merino malabrigo, which would be scrumptious. Yeah, and then malabrigo always has such gorgeous colors, so that'll be fun.
Pretty awesome.
You could do that.
Yeah, I can do that for you. And I say I got a gifted pattern.
Now
I gotta start knitting again. So
yeah, I have to get you some yarn.
Yeah.
Get you some yarn. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And then where's my button? And then so then I got a package. I was having a really down crappy day, and it's like I don't know how you guys figured it out. It's like messages or little packages.
Yeah, the timing
is unbelievable.
On some of the stuff has just been perfect for.
Yeah. So this was from T.B. McCarthy, and that's Tracy, and I mentioned her before. If her name sounds familiar, she has the Moms with Yarn podcast, and that she does it with Bronx Knitter, and they're having the Remembering Remy, and she's been doing the Remembering Remy knit along for years. That's how I know her. I know her. Well, I haven't met her, but I know her. She's my buddy, and and they're still collecting hats for their knit along. I need to get them sent to them, because that's going to be ending, and it's going to be ending right when, Jimmy's all his homeschool paper. I'm just on a ramble today, aren't I? So, yep, need to get them off to her. Anyways, she sent me a ceramic stone, and it says, "I'll always love you, you know that, but I'm really happy where I'm at. Trails and parks and dogs galore, I cross through heaven's doggy door." And it's made in the USA. And it was actually made right in the town she's from in New York, which was really, really cool. I thought, oh, it's just so pretty. I don't know if I could go put it by Fuji's tree. It's like, it's so soft. I mean, the other day, I just petted it. It's like just so smooth. Yeah, because I've always been this is just a rambling episode because all the quirky things about me. I love collecting shells and rocks. Mm-hmm. And I've taught Jimmy that wherever we're at, when we traveled back for your dad's funeral, it's like wherever we did a rest stop,
more rocks.
We would pick up a rock. But we would actually write which state we were picking it up in, and the dorky little things I do. So I'm teaching my son to collect rocks. That's how I know, because Sasha is wanting to ruin her washer and dryer, and she goes, "Oh, I'm going to put rocks in." I'm like, believe me, it doesn't work, because
we wash rocks.
And what's that thing that I always wash of yours, the work thing that holds files? USB.
Oh, my USB flash, yeah.
Those are so washable and dryable, you'll never ruin it. Because I wash it at least once a week. Always
have a backup of your USB drive.
I keep it very clean. Yes. And your knives. So, yep. So thank you, Tracy, so much. The beautiful card and card matches and everything. So that was very sweet. All the squeal like a pig's. But you're such a good kitty, Mama.
Yeah, I know. He's dreaming of nursing right now.
So, I guess we're into Roundup. Oh, no, we're not! Wait! I'll share what I got for Mother's Day. Besides the baby.
Sleeping kitty.
I got some beautiful cards, and somebody made me a yarn bowl. Look at that. Look how cool that is.
Yep.
So, and then inside the yarn bowl, they had a gorgeous white orchid, which I've always wanted one, but I'm scared I'm going to kill it. Because they're supposed to be very hard. You have to keep a fan filtering the air around them, and certain lighting and drainage.
We're going to give it the Wolf Farm treatment and see how it does.
There's the window.
It probably did really well in our bathroom because it's always humid in there.
But there's no air circulation. That's the only thing with the...
We got 40-mile-an-hour winds. The wind
circulates.
Yeah, I was going to say, the wind circulates here in the desert. So
that's true.
But...
And then because I unpackaged it to bring over here, and I still forgot to bring it over here. Can you believe that? Do you guys have head and butt syndrome? Me and Sasha have it really bad. It's like...
Yeah, you're just trying to get her done and not bringing everything over.
But anyways, I took a picture of it. So I mentally did it. So it's a little rain gauge with a frog, and then little gnome statues with little toadstool. So I like
to go along with your stuff and your garden gnomes and everything else. The collection.
Yep. Are you waking up?
Waking up for the end of the podcast, huh?
Daddy, not going to stick you in the bowl again.
No, it's going to be photo shoot after the podcast.
Yeah.
We got to get the pictures of day one, and then we'll have those to watch as he grows.
He's like, I'm trying to get comfy.
He's just going to sprawl out, so.
Yep.
I guess that...
Boy, that's quick. And even with me rambling and going on about all different things, I'm sure
Yeah.
Jimmy made me cookies yesterday, too.
Yes, he did. Working hard at...
Well, because we kind of eat the morsels, so you got to hurry and make them before they get gone, so then you can't make cookies no more.
Yeah, it was like, no, you got to stop and just make the dough because there's not going to be any chips left. Because the last batch of chocolate chip cookies didn't have a whole lot of chocolate chips in them.
No.
Yeah, so, alrighty, I guess that...
wraps her up for another week.
Yeah.
Wow. Feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yeah. We're kind of off our normal game today. I've got my hands full, so I can't be too animated.
So, if you place an order at the wolffarms.net site, and in the comments section you put, hey, I'd like a button for my button monster, or you can put it on your knitting bag. Wolf Farm podcast button, just put in the comments section that you would like one, and we will put that in your order. Mm-hmm. And don't we still have the buy two get one free of the 4-ounce lotions? And you know, so if you got any money for Mother's Day, you can stock up. And
if you didn't get your Wolf Farm lotion in your gift, then you can run on over and you can stock up. So.
Yep. So until next time.
Let's get cracking.
And hatch a knit. Or a cat.
Meow.
Meow. That's like chow. Meow.